Hello one and all, I'm EkkiThump and welcome back to Let's Play Osiris New Dawn. We're going to start off today with a fairly mundane task because we now don't have access to storage in the benches anymore. We've run out of space to put things inside the habitat. So we're going to start off by getting ourselves a few more lockers in here. So storage lockers which need a lot of steel, need a lot of rubber. Now we have a lot of steel, we have a lot of rubber rather. I'm quite sure we don't have enough steel. So we're going to have to begin the episode with a big old grind of some base metal nodes. So here we are back in the area where Baldric used to mine for us. Well, where he mined for us in that one episode anyway. I don't want to make it sound like it was some great tradition of ours. But this was the area where he was very briefly useful in terms of gathering resources. And then Fenix Fire snatched him away from us in the prime of his life. But apparently he'll be back at some point. Oh! Hello, you. You snuck up on me there, you son of a bitch. That's a tough now, are you? Okay. I think we scared him away. Oh wow, we've actually filled up our... Wow, well, that's a lot of iron we've got there. That's quite a bit of iron. Okay. Now we managed to get some stat points doing that. We've actually got quite a few we haven't spent. I'm just going to keep going for agility. That's 2 level ups worth. I might start putting some into stamina. I kind of feel like my backpack space is big. Well, not space, but the carrying capacity is kind of big enough. And the movement speed boost, it's not a great boost, but it does seem to be helping a little bit. We're up to like 10% increased run speed now, theoretically. And I guess the stamina helps a little bit with that. In terms of hit points, we don't seem to be having a great deal of issue. Oh god, where am I going? Gotta do me ingots. Open the door. Okay, let's make all the steel. No harm in converting all the iron, I don't think. We mostly need steel at this point. Right, plenty of steel, plenty of rubber, means storage crates.
Can finally breathe easy.
So how much space can I take up in here with just storage? How many bits of furniture have I actually got left to put down in the habitat itself? That's down. Oxygenator will automatically supply oxygen. Okay, so that's potentially useful if we run out of masking tape and we can't repair our suit. So we'll want one of those. Climate controller. I don't think we're going to need one of these on Proteus. We may need one on Aziel, like to keep the room temperature up. So that's one oxygenator we're going to need. Computer desk we can put in the barracks. That's in the barracks. That's in the biodome. So really, there's only one more actual piece of furniture we need to build in the habitat. So if we put it on, if we leave that wall aside there, see what we've done is we've got like one bit of furniture, one bit of storage, like everywhere around. So let's start off by putting down, let's say, 2 more lockers. So we've got storage locker and kitchen, and then we can have one over here. Like so, and I do believe we can now name these. So So let's see if this one by the chemistry table was gases and stuff. I guess this one over by the kitchen can be meat and stuff. Which means this one over by the water reclaimer could be like metals and stuff. So we've got a space to put metals and stuff, we've got a space to put meat and stuff, and we've got a space to put gas and stuff. That pretty much covers most of what we need. We can have a fourth locker here as well if we need one. Now I'll do the inventory rearrangement off camera, I think. Right, I think that just about does it. So we've got, in metals and stuff, we've got all the metals obviously, plus the zirconium and diamond, which seem to be more metal than anything else. They are entirely building components. We've got the steel in there, we've also got the sand in there, which makes the glass, and we've got the glass itself. Over in gases and stuff, we've got the rubber, plastic, carbon, barrel, anything to do with hydrogen or that kind of thing. And in meat and stuff, we've got basically everything organic. Now some of this I do need to cook fairly immediately because we have run out of alien meat. Did have to eat a little bit while we were going around. So consumables. I will cook the crab leg meat and the crab meat. There we go. Right, before we do anything else then, let's check that the water reclaimer does what I thought it did and refills this this water jug. Does it? No. What the fuck? It does say here, a perpetual water source for quenching your thirst and filling bottles. I'm not making that up. Maybe I have to point it at a very specific place on the receiver. Or maybe I have to put water in there somehow. I don't know. I'll do a bit of research on that. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to start getting guns down around the base, I think. So we have the skills to build them now. Is something fucking... Oh, for God's sake. This is why we need guns. They would be taking care of that arachnid right now if we had them. Where's he gone? I'm just kind of shooting where the vomit's coming from and praying, but I think we're getting him. Got him. Oh, and he's brought his kids along. It's bring your kid to work day for the arachnids. What is damaged? I keep seeing a very short green bar when I look at things over here. I can't work out what it is that's actually taken so much damage. I mean, a few things have got a few bumps and scrapes. Whatever. Oh, day 15. We're at the start of our 3rd week without dying, everyone. Hooray for us. I don't know, everything seems alright to me. I must just be seeing things. So yeah, guns. We have the skills for those. What we don't have is the ability to make batteries, for which we're going to need more science points. We have 2 batteries, but we need to be able to craft our own additional ones, and for that we're going to need +2 science. So let's have a look at the science bar, see what we're going to level. We're very close to getting some chemistry, so I might do another hydrogen run, because we do still have some carbon that we haven't converted yet. We'll see where that gets us, and maybe we'll maybe do some tree whacking for botany or something like that. I've no idea what I'm going to use all this bark for, but there you go. So having just put the barrels away, let's get them back out, and we'll go do another hydrogen farm. Get some more plastic, and let's have a look actually, because we have quite a bit of carbon left over. In fact, we have 31 carbon. Well, we can push the boat out a bit maybe and make a couple of extra barrels. Can I make barrels at the fabricator? No, for some reason I can make glass containers, but I can't make barrels. They have to be done in the forge. What was it? It was like steel and titanium or something, wasn't it? Steel, titanium and copper. See, I almost remembered. I remembered 2/3 of the recipe. You got to admit I'm improving. In fact, fuck it, let's make 4 more barrels. Go for 12 barrels. Right, I'm very conscientiously going to put the spare metals back in storage. We're going to start getting organised about that. I'm not going to be running around with a whole inventory full of bars that I've got no immediate need for. Not anymore. Also, these arachnoid bits that we picked up. So we're hoping for 1 level science, 1 level botany. Shit, oh, I haven't changed my fucking locator settings again. Oh, I've so got to get used to that. Or they could just let me use the locator mid-flight. Well, there's 1 point of chemistry proficiency. So that should be 1 science point. So probably the next one's going to be botany. I don't think we're going to get 1,950 chemistry points off the next few barrels of hydrogen. So tree whacking's the name of the game. 12 barrels. And you know what, there's trees around here we can hit. We don't need to go home to do that. So we'll just have a run around here, hit a few things. Leave the hydrogen here. I'm sure there's a sap tree around here somewhere, which is the thing we want to hit to grind anyway. But we could also do with some bananas and what have you. Okay, banana trees, the tall ones, hitting the trunk apparently doesn't count. You actually have to hit the bananas to knock them down. Weirdly enough. So shoot him in the eyes, Fate Weaver says, and that seems to work. Got to have a little bit of care because we haven't got 2 magazines left. We do a lot of fighting. Got him. Oh, those eyes. If we hit them there, does that stun them? Okay. And let's whack up some botany points. Level 3 botany, there we go. Top drawer, first class, etc. Battery technology. Unlocks the ability to craft basic batteries. Right, I was going to toss this tree bark away, but I suppose there's some use for it, so let's get out of the ship and use the locator, then get back in the ship, and then go home and make some batteries, make some guns. Oh, look at that landing. I couldn't have done that on purpose. That's a perfect landing. I wonder what those landing pads look like. We should try and make one somewhere. So what do we need to make batteries? Just basic batteries, so it's lithium and gold and magnesium. They're not cheap. Wait, is this meat? This is meat, isn't it? Where's the metals crate? Over here. Oh, we've got some lithium ores we can refine back. 5 ingots of lithium for, was that 1 battery for 5 ingots of lithium? Yep. We're not going to get many guns. We're going to have to do another run to the mine to get some more lithium. Well, we can also go back to Aziel. There was quite a lot of lithium scattered around up there. Actually, aren't we going to need even more lithium to make the circuit boards as well? We are. I would say we're going to need some more lithium. Let's cook the bars and find out. But yeah, you need five lumps to make 1 ingot. Well, before we go and do anything else, let's see if we can muster a gun. So we need the plastic. I think that's in gases and stuff. Two circuit boards, and that's all the gold gone. So we're going to have to get some precious metal at the very least. We don't know. We need more lithium just to make more batteries. I've got a fair amount of batteries that we landed with. I could spend 2 of those. Still leaves us needing steel and titanium in that case. Well, we should have those. Steel and... don't have a lot of melted titanium, but we have a couple of bars here. What was it? 10 ingots. Okay, let's melt down another stack of ore. Okay, that's 1 GT360 ground turret. Where would be a good location for it? It needs to be a little bit raised up, I think. And we want it covering the entrance, I suppose. So probably like here. It's found no targets at the moment. I bet it's dead peaceful now that we've got this down. Apparently it will shoot all checks. If we can get one over here. Let's see if we can chase an ore check over in this direction and see what the turret does. That's it. Go on. No, that way. Go on. Oh, there it goes. Well, not only is it not particularly powerful, it's also shooting the habitat. Shooting the barracks even. Get out of my spaceship. It's actually less powerful than the pistol. It's essentially one of Baldric's laser cannons, and he used to have two. Not desperately impressive, but if we had a large number of them, it would probably be like more so. The question is, can we get them in positions where they're actually useful and like where they can actually provide that mass barrage of like pinpricks that is apparently the only way they're going to do anything. I'm not sure the answer to that is very positive, especially considering they will try and shoot the structures if the structure's in the way of an enemy. I don't know. Anyway, the GT360 ground turret, everyone. It is nice though to hear that sound outside of something getting attacked, even if it is a very weak attack. I think it was just scaring off the ore checks. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out this water reclaimer business, and it just does not seem to refill jars. I mean, the glass containers don't even recognise it as a water source. It looks like the only thing it can do is act as a stationary, like, drinking fountain. Now, I was going to make a bunch of water to take to Aziel. So, it looks like we might have to do that. Instead of doing it with the water reclaimer, we can come here to the chemistry table. And we need oxygen, we need hydrogen, and we need empty glass container. Now, we know we have glass containers. We know where there's oxygen. We've got a bunch of hydrogen already. So I am tempted to convert half of the hydrogen we've got into plastic. Take the other half, like the empty barrels, take them over to the oxygen reserve and convert them into water. That would be, let's see, 6 barrels of hydrogen. That would be enough to make 12 jars of water from the look of it. Which should be a decent supply to take with us. We do need to go back to Aziel anyway, because I want more lithium, and we want to explore up there. But we also want to build a base up there. Like, in particular, I want to build a vehicle workstation up there. Like the laboratory up there. Because when I do that, that'll mean I can deploy mecha crabs up there. Because at the moment, I can't take any vehicles to Aziel apart from the spaceship. So I'll need to build them up there, essentially. So we'll need to transfer a lot of materials over. So the lab frame. We need to take the steel wire, aluminium, yeah, and then we need all the stuff to build the walls up. I can't even remember what that was, but I know there was steel and titanium ones or something involved. So thankfully we have the diamonds, because the diamonds and like the precious metals and stuff we can get up there. The only resource that seemed to be missing up there from our brief exploration is there's no rubber, and we didn't find any gas geysers, which means no hydrogen, no oxygen, etc., etc. So we'll always have to come back to Proteus, even if we were to try to move to Aziel permanently. It looks like we'd always have to come back to Proteus to get any plastic made, to get any rubber, and obviously to get like masking tape for bandages and whatnot. So we would be a bit interplanetary. That said, we probably want to start off in that case with another habitat up there and another lab frame. Before we do that though, I think we might just finish off the base down here and get the biodome down and just see what we can do in there as well. For which we need steel, we need glass, we need plastic, which we have, we need rubber, which we have. Oh, it's a real fight. We could also spend the diamonds on heavy assault rifle ammo. I wish you'd come around here, my gun can't reach you there. Do you reckon I can get on top of the lab? I don't think I can. The gravity's too high. Look at this bullshit. He's literally inside the fucking habitat trying to get out. I'm not sure if he's lagged in there or if that's just something that happens. So what's happened here, if you're not understanding what's going on, is that an adult crab monster attacked. We got a bit of lag and he somehow ended up inside the habitat. Through some alchemy of early access bullshit. At least this one's being kept busy by our gun turret. Almost like having Baldric back again. This is fucking ridiculous. It lags so much when he charges.
Someone doesn't like me.
Medical assistance immediately.
Medical assistance would be great.
Seek medical assistance immediately. Vital stabilized.
Okay, we got him. Well, that kind of takes up all the time I had for this episode. Let's repair this guy. I think he kind of did the job. It's not brilliant, but it's a distraction while we bring the guns to bear. Right, so we're going to need to make some more ammo for the assault rifle, or possibly the heavy assault rifle. We'll take a look. We're going to need to lay on some water if we're going to take a trip to Azil. We've got to make sure we've got all the stuff to build the habitat. And hopefully a lab as well. I might take a few back and forth trips. I'm never going to remember everything I need. And we want to get a biodome down as well. We want to see what that's all about. Complete this habitat. Maybe get a few more guns positioned. And that's easier said than done, because these things are expensive. That's a lot of gold and lithium gone into that. But that was another episode of Osiris New Dawn. I've been EkkiThump. Do hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you would like to see more gameplay of this game, and I will see you next time.